Their high-end video editing software is called AJDrumz.
Alright, how you guys doing?
Good.
You can't have you right here with your equipment out like this.
Okay.
You're on private property.
Okay.
You
can't film right here?
Nah.
Okay.
And you won't be able to play your instruments right here.
Okay, that's fine. All right, man. Thank you. We were like 5 minutes too late.
What's up, everybody? It's Karl, aka Karl Drum Tech. I'm here right now in Beverly Hills, California on the famous Rodeo Drive. And today I have a very special guest. His name is Dave Natal.
Hey guys, how you doing?
If you guys don't know who he is working on this project called Playn Drums. And you might have seen the video that he did. And I'm going to show you guys a clip of that right now. So there it is. So hopefully you guys have seen that. If you have not seen it, I will leave a link in the description so you guys can go click that and check that out. But Dave, talk to me about like, what is Playn Drums exactly? What is your mission? What are you trying to do with it? We talked a little bit about it already, so it's like, I definitely know, but I want people to know what you're doing, what it's all about.
Yeah, so Playn Drums is all about giving back. So I have a heart for teaching others, right? I've been teaching a long time, been playing drums a long time. So I want to make sure that people that maybe did not have an opportunity to get lessons privately or whatever the case may be, can just tune into the show, pick up some quick tips, hopefully change your drumming for the better, right? And at the same time, there's a charitable aspect of it. So we're taking all the profits from track sales.
Wait, did you say all the profits?
All the profits.
All the profits, ladies and gentlemen.
From our practice track sales, which have been going well. And we're donating them right now to charities that help homeless kids, hungry kids. So again, it's just about giving back, guys. I want to make sure that we put out something there that we can be proud of, that you can feel good about being a part of as well.
Yeah, so I mean, that's obviously a great opportunity if you're an aspiring percussionist. But at the same time, like, that's so amazing. You get to give, you get to help out kids in need. What inspired you to kind of like, you know, be this guy that wants to help out kids?
Oh man, I heard one of my favorite speakers once say that if you want to find your purpose in life, you should start with addressing what breaks your heart. You have such a unique makeup, such a unique history, unique experiences, unique talents, that if you start fixing those issues, then no one else in the entire world will do a better job than you, because no one else is so uniquely suited to do that.
Right.
So it just spoke to me, and so I just kind of, one day I was driving home and thinking, okay, what can I do? What do I know how to do? What breaks my heart? And so I wanted to make sure that two things got addressed. One, that people who couldn't afford drum lessons had a way of learning, and two, kids that didn't have a way of eating or having shelter or whatever, that issue was addressed too. We can't fix it all, but we can do our part, right?
Right, absolutely. And so when kids want to go and learn drum lessons, they can go to your page, they can go to your website.
You can go to www.plaindrums.com. You can follow us at Playn Drums on Instagram and Twitter. You can go to Playn Drums with Dave Natal on Facebook, and you can go to Playn Drums with Dave Natal on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is The Catalyst. That's where all the episodes will be posted.
Nice. And then there's also an aspect where they can purchase something, right? What is it that they can purchase?
Yeah, so right now you can purchase practice tracks. So the way we have it laid out, it's kind of unique. We have 16-note bass tracks and triplet bass tracks. All different tempos. So if you're working on grooving, sometimes a met can get a little bit monotonous.
Absolutely.
You know, so it helps to have a track that you can play along to, just to groove to. So we have, 16-note bass track at 100, then 110, then 120, and so on and so forth. So you can practice that way, and it's really reasonably priced.
How much is it?
If you buy the full suite of 16-note and triplet tracks, I believe it's like 15 or 16 bucks, which is cheaper than your average metronome. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's like buying an album, like
pretty much.
Yeah. Nice. Nice, very cool. So, Dave, talk to us about like your experience and history in the activity. So, you know, like mostly I do stuff that's marching percussion related. You're definitely from that world.
Yeah.
So, talk to us about your experience, about you know where you've marched and how it all started for you.
Yeah, man. So I started playing drums when I was about 9. Just fell in love with it, you know. I was fortunate enough to have band directors that were also percussionists from a young age. And then when I went into high school, I was in a really successful high school band program, both not just marching, but they had a great concert band, jazz band. We even had things like a steel drum ensemble, which was really fun. And I just fell in love with it. And so I had the goal of wanting to march drum corps, wanting to march some independent world groups. So I did a couple years of drum corps just to kind of get the experience, my hands built. Made RCC when I was about 19 or so, and then went on and made Blue Devils the following season. Had some really great experiences there. It's interestingly enough, you know.
And what years was this?
I marched RCC 2006 and 2007, and Blue Devils 06, 07, and 08.
Nice.
All playing snare drum. And
I just have to say, I know we talked about it, but you know, like one of my favorite shows from RCC is the Sacred Geometry Chants. I just love the music in it. I love the visuals, and you're in that line. I remember you watching. I remember watching the videos.
Yeah,
so.
that snare lick. It's to me, it's
like one of the most
timeless.
famous snare licks ever.
I know. Who would have known? You know, and I remember having a conversation about that. You know, I remember when Vega just said, "Hey guys, here are the beats." And, oh, this is fun. You know, to drum to. And now, you know, you find some kid that's drumming now, and it's like, hey, let's play RCC 06. It's like, oh, you know this, you know? So it's a fun lick to play, so I was glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, for sure. Good. And then you're also a drum set player as well, right?
Yeah, so that's actually been the majority of what I've been doing. So part of the show, we want to kind of bridge the gap a lot. Living in the LA area, you can easily get pinpointed as a type of drummer. You could be the metal drummer or the gospel drummer or the rudimental drummer or the whatever it is.
Marching percussionist.
The marching percussionist. And to break out of that role and to go into something else, it can be quite difficult. So kind of another part of the Playn Drums goal is to see more ways that we can bridge the gap. So we're bringing different people on board. One of the great interviews we have is Juan Carlito Mendoza, who won the Guitar Center Drum Off. He's coming up, make sure you check him out. He's got a really great concept and even a book coming out of how he used rudimental drumming to propel his drum set playing, which won him the Drum Off. We have guys like Scott Johnson coming on talking about the rudimental practice. We have guys like Stanley Randolph and Chris Coleman, who are at the peak of the drum set game that we're talking to. Some really great insight and interviews that are coming up, so I'm really excited to see how we can kind of blend those worlds.
And I've already seen some of the interviews on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, Ralph Nader. So everybody knows Ralph Nader, I'm sure, if you're watching this. And then you also had, what was another one?
We had Casey Cooper was our first, which was fun because it was an online YouTube drumming show.
Yeah.
And I think he's the most followed online YouTube drummer. You know, he's got like over 1 million subscribers. Really great guy too. More so than that, just a genuine guy, super nice.
Yeah, and he seems super humble, you know, he's super skilled, but at the same time, he's like, you know, well, I know I'm not the best drummer in the world, but, you know, I'm still doing my thing and just being confident about it and having fun.
Yeah, we also had Donald Barrett, who's just prolific. I mean, played with Tony Braxton, played with Colby Calais. I think he was even music director for her, but just a pool of wisdom when it talks about he knows what it took to get from playing in the basements of Chicago to being one of the mainstream drummers. So just hearing his wisdom behind that was really cool too.
Right. And I'm just so thankful that, you know, you are putting this stuff out there, you know, not just to create such an amazing resource for kids that's free, right? It's all out there, it's all on the internet.
Yep.
We live in a great time, we live in a great age, and, you know, it's like, it's such an amazing, you guys are so fortunate. If you guys have a chance to, like, check out all the plethora of stuff that's available out there. Make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys check out Dave's stuff. You know, I put stuff out too all the time. There's other people too. So make sure you guys take advantage because, like I said, we live in an amazing time, you know, to learn, you know, and get all this knowledge.
Yeah.
And at the same time with what you're doing, you know, helping out kids is, you know, with this charitable thing.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, man. So we're trying to find multiple ways of reaching out to the community. We're going to be doing some events where we go to some of the charities. We actually help out. You can see that we're not just talking the talk, we're walking the walk, you know?
Right.
So I like to also support other people that are doing similar things, have similar visions, and if anyone wants to jump on board, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and we'll have more of that information for you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of that aspect of playing drums,
Yep.
I definitely enjoyed the launch of the promo video that you did with, like, you know, AJDrumz, SDJ Malik, Ralph Nader. I mean, it's just such an amazing collection of talent. You put this video together. Talk to us a little bit about just, you know, putting that whole thing together. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it and, you know, just really loved it, just like I did. But you want to talk about, like, you know, putting that together and what that was like.
The amount of work behind it was phenomenal, right? It was an idea I had. You know, I said, you know, if I were to do something like this, I would want to do it in this way. And I thought, you know, I would want to do something. I would want to get some of the more popular drummers out there. There's kind of a hidden message behind it, by the way. There's
I might have missed it.
No worries. They're very subtle, but they're cool when you see them. Let's start with. There's really 3 worlds of marching percussion. And in DCI and WGI, we kind of are blinded to the other ones.
Okay.
There is the DCI, WGI marching drummers,
right?
But then there's the HBCU,
yes,
high step and marching band. Dude, a lot of those guys are really good.
Oh yeah.
In a different way, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you find the HBCU guys are really great with solid time, have the sick groove and really cool tricks. Maybe not. They may or may not have the same chops as like the DCI guys, but I find that the DCI guys tend to lack some of that nasty just groove and maybe some of the cool handwork and visual thing.
Too technical, maybe?
No, I mean, it's great. They're great for what they are, but they're
criticism,
just different. And unfortunately, I've seen people just hate. And it's like, why do you need to hate? Why can't you just appreciate it for being good in its own different way? And the third one that's probably emerged in just the last couple of years has been the online guys. That's where you get the SDJ Malik, who probably would have never otherwise been known, you know. I mean, no disrespect, he's great.
Yeah.
But the online community has really exploded. That's where you get AJDrumz. So in that video, you have all 3 lines or areas represented. You have DCI, you have Blue Devils, myself, Ralph, Keelan. You have high stepping guys. You have Ralph actually did a lot of that.
Right.
Also Marcus Joyner, who was in, I think, the second Drumline movie. He's really great at that. And then you have the online guys. You have SDJ Malik, you have AJ.
Yep.
She's great, you know. Then you have diversity. Music is one of the few fully diverse activities. You have white people, you have Hispanic people, you have African American people. Keelan is actually, what is he, Filipino.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you have...
I'm Filipino!
So you have like a good mix. And then just for fun, there's a section when we're in like this V formation, and I had us, it just worked out actually. This is a luck of the draw sort of thing. We were in the order from like farthest east to like farthest west. So it's like Marcus was like in Brooklyn or in New York, right? AJ was from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But then Ralph is like the mix between, he's also from Brooklyn, but then he also did the South thing. Then he also went, now he lives on the West Coast.
Right.
And me, SoCal guy. And you have Keelan, who's like San Diego, SDJ Malik, who's up in NorCal. So it was just kind of a cool, there's just a lot, you know, it's all about unity and diversity.
And that's the common thread. Drumming and music, that's what brought you together.
And the cool thing about it is like, I think I found 1 or 2 people that actually caught all that, you know what I mean? It's a fun and entertaining video, you know, everyone is a really solid drummer. I wanted to make sure that when we were writing it, that the beats themselves, like even if I took out all the visuals, that the beats themselves were cool.
Yeah.
And then like, hey, let's just throw in all this crazy stuff just for fun, you know, because we can. And we had the hands to do it, we had the people to do it. So, yeah, man, but what a process from writing the track. I knew I wanted to do some type of EDM dance type track. So me and my buddy spent a good while just writing that, then writing the drum music, right? Then we did tests with colors and costumes. Even each one of the drums I wrapped by hand and had to spend probably a month looking for just the exact perfect wrap that would work. And it was just little sheets of foil paper that I crumpled up and cut around the little things. And my gosh, each one of them took an hour and a half to wrap, you know.
Wow.
Then getting a studio that has a white background and all this stuff, camera guys that were great. Just, it was a lot of work, but man, was it rewarding, you know?
Yeah, I think it was worth it because, you know, like I said, I think it was received very well. I think everybody who sees it loves it, and I think it's just really cool to be able to hear like what went into that. So that's cool.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I look back at it sometimes, some of the behind the scenes some of the tests that I ran video tests and all that just to make sure things would work out. But it's like, man, I can't believe,
Yeah.
you know. So
And the cool thing is, there's more to come, right?
there is. So, like I said, we're right now launching some new lessons, which we're going into production, I believe, next week. We've got all of our lessons, all of our interviews filmed, so those are good. But we're also doing some cool promo stuff, right? Similar to that video, different. It's not going to be the exact same. It's not going to even be white background, that whole thing. But we are going to do some more promos. With some drum pad stuff, with some drum set stuff.
Giveaways, right? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So the more followers we get, by the way, the more giveaways we do. We're almost at 10,000 Instagram followers, so when we do hit that mark, you can be sure we're going to be doing some pretty cool giveaways. Same thing with YouTube and all of our aspects. So yeah, I'm really excited about what 2017 is going to bring.
Very cool, very cool. So thank you so much for being in on this video. And like I said, I'll leave all the links. I'll even, pop in the Instagram handles here and there on the video itself, so you can look it up. Make sure you guys go follow Playn Drums. Make sure you guys watch the YouTube videos, get some lessons, learn, get some knowledge, up your drumming game. And I think you can do that when you watch, Dave's material. So thank you so much for being here, man. I really appreciate it. And then, just as you mentioned, AJDrumz, Anastasia, was in the video as well. I have a video of me interviewing her, so you guys can check that out as well. So otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Dave really appreciates it. If you have any questions for Dave, leave it in the comments below, and I'll either throw it his way or he can answer it himself. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace out.
Hey. Cool. Oops. It's been a while.
But still putting it together, I'm sure, took a while.
Oh yeah. We did all the ensemble stuff in one night, and then I wrote a lot, and then I had like a rough outline of Ralph's solo, and then the other stuff I wrote the next day. And, dude, I did so many tests just to see is this gonna work with musically, blah blah blah.
Wow.
Wanting to expose or show off every individual's strengths.
Right.
So I kind of studied them, so I know SCJ can do the juggling.
Yeah.
And
everybody had their own little feature.
thing that I know that you guys can handle that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
We're on Popco's Snapchat. Oh, what's going on? Dave, what's more challenging, Blue Devils or RCC?
I'm not going to pick. They're both ridiculously challenging. You have the indoor activity. You're doing a lot more body motion. Outdoors, you have a full. Oh wait, I got to think. I mean, they're both. I can only say I can't pick. They're both.
Dave, what do you like? What's more challenging?
Yeah.
Blue Devils or RCC? Okay. Dave, what's more challenging, Blue Devils or RCC?
I can't pick. They're both really, really challenging in their own respects.
Again.
To that one.
Yeah.